race at the grandstand, as well as a litter mate to the champion of San Antonio and Texas Elite this year. The mating wasn't by accident. We also bred him to be a little bit younger for that particular reason as well. Maybe be a lightweight at San Antonio. I know it seems kind of weird to mention that show this late, but that thing at San Antonio or come Houston, Austin, and the White OPBs, we like him a bunch. The Berkshires, or the Berkshire pig there is going to be an under-the-table Dig Deep Waterberg. So the Dig Deep female is going to be the high seller that we had at Texas Elite in 24. The Waterberg sow behind her originated from Linder. That's a 60-liter female there. This sow had 4 pigs show last year in the Bear Show, 3 make the sale at Houston, 1 make the sale, or 1's in the top 5 at Austin, and then had 2 show at State Fair, and they were both 8th and 9th in the heavy Berkshires. So pretty much batting 1,000 in terms of barrows when they hit the ring, at least making a placing hole, and a pretty good percentage making sale hole. So a whole lot of faith in both of these. A little bit different in terms of pedigree on one of them. But if you have any questions, we'd be happy to answer those and get them out for you in the back. Again, this will be the 2 from Empty Heart. The Chester will be tag 1, and the Berkshire will be tag 2.
Next in's RW Genetics, tag 4, 5, and 6.
There's 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, right? Right, 3, 4, 5. Rick, he couldn't be here today, so I had to talk. We want to thank y'all for inviting us. So we wanted to bring a great set. So we got this Red Tag. He's a culture. He is a crip, but you can take him to OYE or Houston or even further down the line if you want to. And the Blue Tag, he's a number 5. He's a heat index. He's a stout little guy. Be easy to feed. And we're pretty proud of these 2. Rick can give you the whole side of the sows, but we believe that if we can get them in good hands, they'll accomplish great things. This Duroc, he's tag number 4. He's the only addition out of Giselle. She's our leadoff sow. So his brother we sold at the Brockman Farms. He went to Savage Genetics, where he'll be a stud there in Oklahoma. And we're really proud of this guy too. He is July 15th birth date. So you feed him where you want to go.
Don't call Stu out. Call Stu out. You mean to call Stu out? You mean to call Stu out? Next in the ring is Kraft Show Pigs. I will mention on this tag situation, there are 3 different colored ear tags. They're red, white, and blue, and they go in that order. Round 1s are going to be your red tags. Your white tags will be your round 2, and your blue tags will be round 3. So that's how the order goes. We try to color coordinate it to help people like Stu so he knows which one goes in which order. He doesn't get confused on us.
Okay, I'm Glenn Kraft, and we've been raising show pigs for a couple years now, and just want to thank the guys for inviting us down here. We appreciate coming. We're going to lead off with the black-headed pig here. He is a Rampage out of a heavy hitter, first litter gilt. She was one of the better ones we raised last year, and she had a really good show career. And it looks like she's going to be a really good sow for us. The blue gilt over here and the red-headed, gilt Barham. The blue pig is a crypt. I want to mention that. They're bell-bottom blues, which is a blowing smoke, and back on a never-before outmanned sow. That outmanned sow was raised by Kevin Thomas, and it was a grand champion pig, grand champion gilt at the Indiana Crossbred Classic. We were fortunate enough to buy her, and I mean, she puts that front end on all of them, and it was a good investment. But if you have any questions, we're pinned right back here and be glad to help you.
Next in the ring is McGuire Show Pigs. He brought one as a leadoff, and this thing's pretty neat.
Well, I appreciate you guys for letting us come back down, and we just brought one. We took a brother of this one to Holy Smokes last weekend, and he was well received there. But this is a cold-blooded, money's on, never before. Not a lot of backstory on the gilt. It was just luck of the draw, and we got her bred, and we got some nice show pigs.
Next in is going to be Steel Show Pigs, tag 11 and 12. Spencer's going to talk those because they're not here today.
Well, if anybody knows Mike Steele, you kind of know that's a common thing. But we brought two of them down here for him. We brought tag 11 and I'm not sure what the other one is, 11 and 12. The red tag there, that's be a money in hand, buckle up. The sow on this deal, I don't know, no intro on the back side of this, and this is our first litter, so not a lot to say. The 7 litter there is going to be a same mating as Real Steel there at Todd Show Pigs. Neat pig. There's just a little side note there. There will be a male pig at PT out of that deal.
Rumor is that the male pig going to PT is pretty special, so probably look in here and study that tag 12, that round tour. Probably the most talked about pig in the barns is one that's coming in next. The Poland. Is Jacob around here anywhere? Oh, here he is.
We're going to test this stage real quick. But get up here, guys. I appreciate all these fellas for having me out, Riggin and Matt and gang. And I think I wanted to bring something I was really proud of. And I loaded this Poland pig and this spot pig. There's a little age difference. Poland pig obviously is a mid to third week of August there. And then the spot there is a July on the Poland, August on the spot there. They're both kind of similar pedigrees. They're out of a boar we have at the house called Incognito. Boar there, the Poland hog, he's a full sib to the one that we sold at Players for $13,500 last year. That pig fed like an animal. I mean, just was reserve grand several times. Did a really good job. Enjoyed watching that one grow. Very, very good animal. We get to the spot here. He would be a mate to a very similar mating to one that we had that was champion at the Southwest District a couple of years ago. It was a Poland marked one. But this one here, one of the big cage stout feature. Good look. Really like these pigs. Thanks again, guys.
Next in is Clark Show Pigs. This is our first time consigner here to the players. Brought a nice pair.
Guys, thanks for having me out here and down here today, and I appreciate the opportunity. We'll talk about the little furry one there first. I think he's lot number 15. He is a strapped, strapped day drinking hero. That strap board is a board me and Jacob owned together. He's a buckle up neighbor boy, never before. We bought him out of West Texas from a guy. He is a litter mate to the reserve champion York at Austin in 2024. So that sow there, guys, great looking. She's really tall at the point of her shoulders, designed really well. It's their first litter she's ever had. I like that guy there. He's hairy, and I guess those big hairy pigs are the cool thing to have now. Really nice pig, I think, that can go on and do quite a bit. Big ribbed, square made, ones I kind of like to feed. The next one there, the number 16, I believe is his number. He is a secured Say It. The Say It gilt is the one that we bought from Hall Schulte. Now he helps us, and so we bought one from them. And this is her second litter, and her first litter she grades a champion crossbred at the Coba Futurity, both at the Coba show and at OYE part of it. Got along really well with that one. This guy here, he is young. He's like the last part of July. Big ribbed, easy doing, square made. That sow is super good design. She's square. All our sows are really square, well put together. Guys, you got any questions? Come back, give us a holler. Thank you, guys.
Next one in is Pell Livestock. Bring you tag 17. He's an endless pleasure in game. That's all the info I got on him, but I think that's a really neat pig, really nice pig. Next in is 10 Roof Show Pigs.
Good morning, nice to be here. We're going to lead off with the crossbred. That'd be lot number 18. That'd be a buckle up, best intentions. That mama would have raised the Supreme breeding gilt in the Southwest District in 24 and also the heavy gilt winner at LSU that year. Recently, the grandma of that one would also have raised a boar that Fontenot buys and sends to Lackey's, who's about to go to work right now. The lot 19 is the spot. LSU dropped the Burks out of the AOB deal, so I wanted to get me a couple of those sows. So I called up Russell Kniese, and he sent me a couple of gilts, and we got them bred to pocket change. This one would actually be pocket change top and bottom. Thank you.
Next up is Rocca Livestock. I go here and they go.
Our leadoff will be this Burke male right here. He'll be above all jet black. The mother of this one's been in reserve at our state fair. And the great grandmother will be the one we call Betty at the house that's raised numerous champions. The crossbred male would be at Vegas Money, my intention. She's out of a young female we got from the Swallow Firm, and she's off to a pretty good start.
It's tag red 20, white 21. Next in is Price Livestock. Kenny, here's Kenny here to tell you about him.
Thanks for having us. These will be the Price Livestock consignments, like you said. One at a time? Oh, never mind. All right. Tag 24. This would be a what is that? A conviction, right one tricked out. Then this will be tag 25 here, mate brother. So conviction, right one tricked out. Conviction's the calico mullet boar there at Evan Green's. White pig coming out next. That's tag, what is that, 23? Yep, tag 23. That's a culture downplay. Keep going. Mother would have raised our blueberry we had in the spring here. That was pretty popular. That pig won a bunch. Ended up being a cell maker at Dallas. I thought this pig was solid white until I clipped all the hair off his face and found some blue. Still think that's pretty manageable. Think you can get him white pretty easy. Nice pig. This is tag 26. This will be our third rounder. That's a mate to the white one, so culture, downplay, keep going. Then a red tag here in the middle. That's a tag 22. That'd be our leadoff pig. That is a canned heat right one. Rumor has it. Thanks again. Appreciate it.
Next in is Atchison Show Hog.
Thanks to the whole crew, Matt, Collin, Riggin, and everybody that puts this together. It's always exciting to come here to the Players Pig Sale. It's kind of one that's dear to my heart. It's one of our first ever live sales we've ever been to. And last year we had a really good pig that was the lead off here at the sale. Went on to be an boar stud there at Lackey's called Nightcap. This pig right here is a dog-eat dog there at Laird's, the boar we raised. He'd be a litter mate to Nightcap, the pig that we sold here last year. So his full pedigree would be dog eat dog, money's on, here to help. Not a huge story on his mother. She's a first-time litter gilt. One we had high expectations for, and one that we really liked. The litter was very deep, and I think there was 8 or 9 of those in the whole litter. We sold and leased every pig in the litter. I thought this guy was kind of one of my favorites from that litter and just from our entire summer crop. This is ones we kind of like to raise and proud to show off here to the public. Thank you.
Next in is Mckinley Livestock.
Well, thanks, Matt, Riggin, Collin, for having us out here at the Players. We brought 2 to you. We'll lead off with this belted one. He's an Awakening. Here I Am Cruel. The Awakening deals clicked for us pretty good this year. Has raised some that we sold very well. That are very good pigs. That Here I Am Sal should be a mate to Shelby Loving's popular class winner there at Houston. We thought got real close. That Cruel Sal, she's been the one there on the farm that we rely on. Multiple class winners and a handful of cell makers there at the Texas Majors. Then this black one, that'll be a stud monkey, no turning back Cruel. That'll have been Brooks's first show gilt that would have raised the lead off here last year, brings 6,000. And again, same story. She just does a good job of making pigs that just feed good. I know this one's a little greener in terms of muscle. I think you'll appreciate that you bought that one there in the end. Grandma there, that Cruel Sal's the same as the lead off. I believe we're tag 28 on the red tag and tag 29 on the white tag. Again, thank you for having us.
Next in is Hobson Show Pigs.
First off, I want to say thanks to the guys, the ladies, not so much for the hangover. The red one is ear tag 31. That's going to be her first litter. That's going to be a Fear Not, Faith Alone, Here I Am. So that's kind of Brockman background there. The other two, they'll be litter mates. First time Guild here, she's a litter mate to the pig that won our county last year. Those are going to be at a trippy that Luke just sold here recently. Back on the hard times there we got at the house. He's a buckle up son. Back on a Here I Am.
What numbers are you? Tell them what numbers. 31.
It'd be lot 31, 32, and 33.
Next in is another first-time consigner to the players. It's Goldhammer Show Stock. I didn't have exactly what order he wanted to run them in, so I kind of picked which order. I don't know if it's the one he liked or not, but I like this pair of pigs pretty good.
Thank you for having us. The pair, they're a white flag, blowing smoke, snafu shugs. They're full sibs and litter mates would have been our last online sale. They're very well received, sold well. They're very deep litters. I like this pair a bunch. I think that blue pig can show light in March and go beyond pretty easily. And same thing could probably be said for that belt. Pair I like a bunch. I got a lot of faith in these sows. They've been real deep litters, and then sows are pretty good show gilts too.
Slide over one. You want to go up front or you want to come in? All right. Next in is Palmer Show Pigs.
Okay, our leadoff that's plenty loud, isn't it? Our leadoff's going to be the 14 liter, the little guy here. He is a woke, all in the family. That's probably the best sow in our place. We've had bronze at OYE out of her, champion heavy cross out of her, reserve at the Revival in California was out of her. Anyway, we really like that litter. Look in there. I really think he's pretty special. The 6 litter will be our second one. He is a stop and stare on a, stop and stare never before. Same mother as, I guess, my daughter's last 2 sale makers at OYE. So proven sows, good hogs. Next one we'll be running will be a blue bear. I guess they're coming in. So the blue bear is a seeing things, worth the wait. Worth the wait's a boar of ours that we use, a tricked out son that's worked real well. He's out of a first litter gilt. Whole litter was real impressive. The next one will be number 39, I believe, the Calico. He is a litter mate to our leadoff. He is a woke, all in the family. And the last one we'll be running is a buckle up, follow me, the belted pig there in the ring. So buckle up, follow me is the belted. Woke, all in the family is the Calico. And the blue pig is a seeing things worth the wait.
notches are right?
Notches are right.
Okay.
It's just the light and dark.
Okay.
I think those are tell sleeve.
Next in is going to be Schley Farms. We got a guy here to tell you more about them. Yeah, these are.
You might want to stay in the middle out there.
These are Schleys. The 46 liter, the off-belted one there, that's an El Guapo modern day. Dan picked up a few gilts from Halfin there, so this is her first litter. Litter mate would have been the high seller and spring fling the fall fling number 2 there just last weekend. Dan's been pretty high on this pig. He couldn't make it because of he's not feeling too good this weekend, but he sure wishes he could be here. And then the other one is the 43 liter. That's it. El Guapo out of a spread the word sale. She would have had a split the sheets barrow that was real popular at Dallas this past week. It was a second place barrow. So then I don't know what the tag is, but the red tag is the off belt 43 liter, and then the white tag is a 42. That's the 43 liter, and then that one's the 46 liter, the 41. So. Red tag 41, white tag 42. Next in's going to be Reed and Smythe Genetics. They brought us one lot. He would be tag 43, red tag 43. James going to talk him for you.
Thank you, guys. Cole couldn't be here. I'm sure he's giving an interview at a petting zoo or running that one there at Hot Fair. This would be 118-6, safety chain, top it off. Grandma was supreme at Dallas in 22. Safety chain's an off-the-chain son that he bought off Belton with Levi Montgomery. I don't think he spent much time typing this out or checking his grammar, but if y'all know Cole, Cole's been in the Berkshire deal for a while, in the Poland deal, and if he's going to bring one and just one, he's going to try to make sure it's a good one. So this is the one he brought to y'all. Y'all come back and look in. He should be here in the next 45 minutes or an hour or so, and he can answer some more questions on this guy.
Drop all three in. Next in's going to be Cade with Miller Time Genetics. He brought us a trio of them, and he's going to showcase his lead off. That would be red tag 44, the black-headed barra. The next one's going to be the white tag 45. He's a belted one, and then the whiter belted one's going to be his third rounder.
So like Matt was saying, these are Miller Time Genetics consignment lots. I'm the leadoff pig right there in the red tag 44. That would be a Woke Ruthless. We were really high on our Woke pigs. That was a really good litter that had been really well received. He's a litter mate to our leadoff at Holy Smokes last weekend. They brought 8,000. These other two pigs, those are Woke, Perfect Stranger, Cruel Intentions. That's a really young sow. This is just her second litter. She has some pigs up north in Yankee country that are going to Kansas City here in the next week or two. That'll hopefully have a really good run there that we're pretty high on. So, yeah, just reach out to me in the back if you have any questions. We're really high on these three. Thanks for everybody for having us out again. Thanks.
Next in is going to be a solid white one and a blue one from MC3 Ward. A pair of girls that are on fire, just got pigs that feed and do the right things. Can't thank them enough for bringing a pair of them here to us.
Yeah, thank you, Matt and Riggin and Collin, for allowing us to come down again. We'll start with our leadoff, which is tag 47. He's going to be a smoke screen next on deck. Next episode, Hold My Beer 71. He is solid white. Mom is a full sib to the Champion York Barra at OIE 24, and the dam is also a full sib to Thunder Rolls at Crossroads and Tundra that's housed here. Our second one's going to be tag 48. He's going to be a Tundra OG, quite frankly. Tundra is a littermate to Thunder Rolls that we would have sold at PT last year, and is housed at Crossroads. Again, thank you.
Next in's Hamby Haven. You're going to be tags. Red tag 49, white tag 50, and blue tag 51.
The smaller, stouter red tag pig is going to be our leadoff. He's an unrivaled on wild side. This would be the mom's gilt litter. She would be litter mate to the 4th overall Dark Cross at Expo last year, and he's tag 49. And then the bigger pig here, and then the next two coming in are unrivaled on Here I Am. Their mom would have raised the reserve heavy at Denver this past winter. Their tags 50, 51, and 52.
Again, these are Hamby Havens, tag 50 and 51. Next in is Toby with Rosebird Show Pigs. Brought a really, really neat set of them. I think there's 4 in total. Just studying in 3 in total, excuse me. A really, really good set and a good trio. Can't thank him enough for bringing them down.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for having us out. It's a sale we always look forward to and make sure we try to bring our best ones out. The blue ones, there's another one that's being a little, there he comes out. Mate Brothers that are out of the blueberry sow. It'd be a $35,000 bread purchase we buy from Team Sloan. This would be her second round of Angry Orchard Glory Days. She's called Blueberry from there. Sow that's had 5 male pigs or gilt litter. All 5 of them win shows from Pennsylvania to California. One in California just won a bunch of big stuff down there. A bunch of jackpots in Ohio and Pennsylvania. Sow that we're building around, taking a little male pig that we cut for the PT barrel battle. 2 male pigs I think are very similar in type and kind. Pick your poison on the 2 of them. They're a little different each way, but 2 blues that we're really, really proud of. Young belted pig here is going to be a Mending Fences money line. It's going to be a mate to the, or mama would be a mate to the Run Your Mouth boar that we own with Farnham Farms. I got 2 of them little sisters there. It's a short litter of pigs, but grandma would be the $68,000 one that we buy from Boble. He's a little skinnier and green. If you know that one's mama and you saw that one's grandma, I got a lot of faith in that little male pig. Thank you, guys.
Next in is Beanie with Rutledge Reds. He brought us a pair of red hogs and a guy that's been darn good to us and one hell of a time to hang around. Can't thank him enough for bringing them.
Thank you, Matt, for having me here. Thank you for having me here. Let's see, the leadoff's the red tag, 37 litter. That's going to be out of a board called Boomer, which is a Rock Son. It's a board that Colby Oliver bought last year there at Duncan from, I think from Real Time Genetics. It's a Rock Sun on a rock gilt litter. That gilt is show gilt. Was showed at the State Fair at Shreveport last year. One was reserve Duroc and champion Louisiana bred Duroc. The white tag here is 35 liter. That's going to be a good vibrations on shots fired, Holy South, or gilt litter as well. That was shown in Livingston Parish, or counties, as y'all would call them. It was champion Duroc at Livingston Parish, and then reserve overall at the Southeast District, and third overall breeding guild at LSU. Once again, thanks for having me.
Our next in is Big John with Fontenot Farms, and a guy that's synonymous with winning. Over the years and through the years, he has produced high-quality bears and boars and breeding stock alike. He brings us a good set of them in here. He's going to tell you a little bit about them.
Well, I'd like to start off and tell this crew thanks for the invite. We always enjoy coming. These two here, they'd be 45 litters. They're nightcaps, heavy hitters. It's a gilt litter. This one will be our second rounder. This will be in the third rounder. This wide belted one here will be a mate to the other two. Nightcap, heavy hitter. The painted up one will also be a nightcap. He'd be our leadoff. He's a nightcap, stay classy. Older sow on the farm for us. She's always done us a good job. Made lots of nice show bears. Thank y'all for coming out.
Next in is the G2 crew and guys that have been a big part of our operation here with the players and just great friends of ours. They bring us a pair of red ones, tagged 61 or 62 and tagged 63.
Thank you guys for the invite. We always enjoy coming. We enjoy helping out. Out here we got tag 62 and tag 63. They would be all the way there at Laird's on a Rocco sow. That Rocco sow is the first litter gilt. She was the champion at San Antonio last year, and then she was the reserve supreme at Angelo. We like these a lot. They are August 10th, so they are exactly 8 weeks old. I think there's still a little muscle development to happen there, but I think they can move and they're neat looking, and I think sometimes that's hard to do on red ones. All right, well, I think we're done here, but thank you guys for coming out, and thank you guys for the invite.
Let him talk. Probably sounds better than me. Next in is Mr. Fink. Been a great consigner for us. He brings us, I believe, 4 of them, correct? A little different age and size differentiation, but a darn good set of them. Here he is.
All right, thanks again for the invite here today. The 14-litter pig there is 14-2 Trust Fund to the extreme. Really excited about that pig. Got a lot of potential and a lot of future in the end, I think. I think it's really cool the way he's put together and how he carries himself. The other pig is a Trust Fund, Next Intentions. It's a pig we bought with the Rushis. The mother is. They bought it from Laird's, and we're proud to be sharing that mom with them. A lot of upside on this pig, too. We're excited about both these. Last two here are the 16 litters. The New World Order back on Finkster. Finkster was the pig that Jonky bought in Fisher for $11,000, I believe, at Major League a couple of years ago. We matched him up with 22.6 Next Intentions. Ended up being the pig that Abby Albrecht showed at 23 at Angelo, that was a Reserve Grand Dark Cross. We're excited about these guys as well. Thank you again for having me.
Quest and Adrian bring us a single entry here, and one that I know they're high on and pretty proud of, and rightfully so. They should be. Quest made the trip solo and is going to give us a brief description on what he thinks of his red tag 69 barrel.
Well, thank you everyone for having us. We did just bring one. This will be tag 69. He's El Guapo on our Unashamed sow that originated from Lackey Livestock. She's done a really good job for us. We've had multiple placing bearers at the majors out of her. They feed really well and mature and do the right things later on. I do want to note that he is a crip for everyone out there, so you can know that about him. But we think this hog's look, maturity pattern, squareness, and skeleton is what it takes to be good later on. We're very grateful for the opportunity to be here, and if you have any questions, please let us know.
Mr. Macon Stork comes in next, a guy who has assembled a hell of a set of sows and done a real good job of hitting the roads and finding the stock that he wants to breed around. And I know his red program's real strong, and when he dropped this one off and kind of showed us some videos beforehand, I knew the bar was set high. I'm pretty proud and pretty pumped up that he brought this one. Again, this is Stork Livestock.
Our single entry would be tag 70. He'd be a Raise the Bar limited edition Kaboom. So Grandma would be we would have bought her originally from Bedecker. She'd have been the reserve grand there at San Antonio, I guess 23. So first litter gilt here. Been a real deep, strong litter for us. They've all found good homes so far. Kind of had this one held back for the players. So thank y'all.
Cleveland Brown is next. Cleve Ford, 4F, the guy just north of Mexico there, does a great job assembling good sows and always brings us a very nice set with lots of different ends points here. So Cleve's going to tell you a little more about him.
All right, I'll try to not get this thing to squeal at you. Our leadoff will be tag 71, the majority black boar pig with white socks. That mama on that one will be the mom of the Grand from RGV 2 years ago on Fast Track. This pig right here, very, very, very much picturesque of the Grand from 2 years ago. Just a little bit more bone, bigger ankles, and a stouter head. So really like the way this one looked. In fact, this one was really set back for my 8th grade daughter, Ella, but we decided, or I guess Riggin helped us decide to stay in the blues for RGV in Austin and stuff like that, and bring this one here to players. And this one's endpoint was always players or Ella's pen. So today he's here. The second rounder will be white tag 72. Black pig will be fast track, no huddle, stay classy, never before. Mama is the $19,000 Alliance gilt that we bought from Corb Farms. The little pig off belted is Grand Dam is the same dam, but the dam is the litter mate to the grand champion from RGV 2 years ago. This will be Kong Cartel Money, which is a tricked out on Snafu's mom, no huddle. And really love this pig. He is not intact. He is not a crip. He was a herniated testicle, and he's already been fixed, already healed up. Everything's ready to go. So no extra cost other than what you spend in the sale today. Last pig, last round is blue tag 73, I believe it is. This one would be a heat index. No stranger, tricked out. Grand Dam of this one will be the last direct tricked out sow that Laird sold at the established 3 years ago. Almost sent her to a market show, and Matt said he'd kick my butt if I did. So we put her in the sow lot, bred her, and so this will be a pig out of one of her daughters. Really like this pig. Super green. That's the reason why he's a little bit bigger. He wasn't ready to go to a live sale until now. He just keeps getting better every day. And so some of y'all that might have a San Antonio pig out there, you'll notice his notch is a bigger notch than the other ones. The other ones really, in my opinion, feed Houston, Austin. You can call me crazy, but the pig that the solid black pig, the leadoff, was a June 22nd pig that won, which is same time as Houston. This pig's right on the money. It's like June 22nd, June 26th. The little one, I think he's the 22nd. The little one's the 26th. And then this one is a mid-July. So he's got grow in him. He can feed to San Antonio or slow him down to Houston. Great set of pigs, in my opinion. Hope y'all are in on them. And thanks to Matt, Riggin, and Collin for having us, and especially for the girls for putting up with them.
Trapper's going to bring TKO set in next, and I like this lead off quite a bit. I'd study in there, and then some neat pieces laid back there, and the other three, I think a high quality set Hicks brings us.
Our leadoff pig, which would be the 40-3, the red tag, the off-belted pig, and the big belted pig with, what tag is that? 75. They'd be money moves, high heat, past the hat. Dam would be a first litter female, and mate to no ceilings, a $30,000 baby pig purchase from 66 Ventures at the farm sale last year. They'd be Grand Dam is a mate to Wayne, the Grand Bear at OYE in 24. Then we've got the litter mate, the pair of litter mates that it's 30-1 and 30-2. They're reckless at the pace, intentionals. They're sired by the very popular Reckless Boar at Evan Greens. Them would be a gilt that the Milam family won multiple shows with last winter, including the very tough Southwest District Gilt Show here in Oklahoma. It's the same sow family that produced Wayne and various other champions across the country.
Next in is going to be our good pal Kevin Lynch, and he brings us three of them, and I think he actually brought my favorite pig that I've ever seen him take to a sale, and that'd be his leadoff tag 78, the bear, the smaller, wider belted bear there. He's a wild time, and I'll let Kevin tell you more, but I would study in here. I'm really, really high on that bear himself.
Thank you, Matt and Collin, Riggin, for having me back. Sure ain't for the good looks and slim build, so it's got to be about show pigs. These three, they come out, again, they're going to be smaller in the group, the sale offering for on purpose, for intentionality. There's a lot of shows that come Houston and on in our country, and we specifically try to line up our breeding to fit those younger ages. And you know, I realize this is getting the tail end of sales season, but here we are. The red tag pig is again a wild time in the woods, one that we like a whole lot. I think he's got all three of these can hit Houston easy, but there's some county fairs, Montgomery County Fair especially, that pays a big check at the end of the day, and I think any of these three would be very, very competitive there. Followed up here with the white tag pig. That one is going to be a Poke the Bear from Showtime Sires, not Cassidy Hayes Poke the Bear. And then we follow up. Our third one everybody wants to talk about is, you know, a green, skinny, big-legged one. I think that's the one that is the blue tag right there. He is going to be, what's he on paper, Collin? Tag 80. Hang on. Yeah, he's a tricked out 4 on a Here I Am sow. That's one of our very, very top-end sows at home. And like I said, he's big-legged, he's green, he's skinny. He just needs time on feed. So, again, he's a tricked out 4. Here I Am. You've got the Wild Time leading off, and then you've got the Poke the Bear. They're going to be in our second round. Again, thank you all. Appreciate you.
Next in is the legend Big Bob, and the guy that keeps me in line on how I make show pigs worse every year. But he's helping me get better and get back on track. He's going to tell you about his 2.
Well, thanks for the 3 amigos for leaving the old man in the cell here and letting me come each year. Enjoy it. We've been doing it, I think, since the beginning, and they hadn't kicked me out yet, so I must be doing something decent. Really have liked this pair of hogs all along and been high on them. This pair here is I have a board there at the house. He's a CKL double time. He's by the old double time board, and this board does a great job of consistency. Makes them cookie cutter. Feet and legs are really good. Good looks to them. Them pigs have won a lot. The mother of this particular litter here, they're both litter mates, is she had the reserve champion spot bear at OYE that was real popular there a couple years ago. She's one of our best sows. She's one we try to build around and keep some things out of and line breed and work with. So this come out of the heart of the herd here, and we're certainly proud of them. My son doesn't give me much credit on breeding hogs sometimes, especially spots, and he actually give me a slap on the back on this litter. So I guess we'll work on something else now.
Next in is Troy Cole, and he's bringing in a single entry and out of a very good litter, a real nice show pig. Troy's going to tell you about it.
Well, thanks for having us back, Matt, Collin, and Riggin. Great sale, great event. Always a pleasure to come. We've got a single entry here from Cole Farms, tag 83. He will be our leadoff. He's going to be a far and wide trick 4 French Kiss. That French Kiss sow is our best sow. Trick 4 sow is the first litter gilt here. We were real intrigued by the far and wide deal that Slim raised there. It's been a great litter. We've sold one out of her so far at the she sale there. She got a great home, brought great money. We like this pig a good deal. I think he fits the Austin Houston budget, OYE, whatever you think. I don't think he'll grow up and be a San Antonio or something like that. But anyways, good litter of pigs. That sow line's done us great. Thank you guys again for having us.
Next in is KW Livestock, and they bring us 4.
Thank you guys for having us. Usually Luke's the one talking, so I'm not used to this, so bear with me. The one that Shane's on there is going to be our leadoff, the 46-4. He'd be a hang tight, my speed, tag 84. The other one here, the belted cross, would be the 44-1. His mama would have been the grand gilt at the Iowa State Fair last year. She would have been acquired from CNC, actually. It's been a pretty solid litter. You can, yeah. The next 2 that we have coming on is the one that Shane is on is a 54-1. Bet on it, money's on. He'd be tag 87. And then the spot pig would be a hit the ditch from Beeman there, times squared. His mama would have been the grand spot gilt at the Nebraska State Fair last year. Thank you, guys.
Next one is the bigger brother. Another set of pigs that really neat and they got some wild pieces. I'll let him tell you about them.
In here we got the red tags 88 and the Littermate brothers in there, blue tag 91. These would be a pair of stay-strapped lead lap young loves. The gilt we would have bought from Sloan's last summer. My daughter showed her last winter, and this would be her first litter, and she's done a damn nice job. We sold some pigs at Duncan that got along real well in the sift, and sold some off the farm as well, and just really consistent, really good pigs, and them stay-straps get better every day. Big, hairy, stout and burly, with some wild pieces still, so. Again, 88 is the red tag and 91 is the blue tag. The spot in here, the white tagged one would be 89. And then the blue tag Chester is 90. The spot male would be a spot on time machine, or not time machine, time squared, speak up DW. This one's littermate, this one's mom's littermate sister won the Iowa State Fair last year. My daughter showed this one's mom. Did a hell of a good job. It might be as wild a looking, big a leg, a spot that we've ever put together. Big skull, burly, just kind of like Chester. This would be her first litter. She's a Ride the Wave Audacity Boomtown. That one's mama would have won the South Dakota State Fair, and we bought her. Greener built one, but wild looking, and I think that one's got a really bright future, and it'll feed really well. Again, that one's her first litter as well, so Sal will have a bright future at our place. And again, thanks these guys for having us. It's always a good time.
Next stands a firm that I probably feed as many from as anybody in the country, Eggers, and feed quite a few of these reds. just consistent and feedable pigs. I'm going to let Dakota tell you about what he brought, but this is a nice trio of pigs here.
Thanks, Riggin and crew, for having us. The red we brought is a TS2 mainstay. I don't know, Joe has good reds at Houston every year, so we might as well not stop. So that's what we brought. That's what we'll lead off with. He's tag 92. The crossbreds we brought, tag 93 is the belt. That would be a Conquer One Truth. Mother there would have been the reserve D5 market gilt at Iowa in 24. And then the blue tags 94. That's the stop and stare heavy hitter.
Looking for 95. Next in is Waitman Showstock. Brings us forward some off breeds and a crossbred. A neat set of Berkshires. I think you should look in here. This is the first time he's been to the sale and started off on a great foot.
Well, appreciate everybody for inviting us out here. The Berks are still over here. Chester will be tag 95. That'll be a White Lightning kickoff. White Lightning will be a boar that we bought at Belton last year. It's done us a very good job. Pig's really good. Still green. Hey, and everything we've got that we brought is either on BB18 or 16. No fit, no fluff. What they are is what they are. Blue pig will be tag 96. That'll be a Scar, no intro, King of the Hill. His mom would have been grand or reserve grand about 10 to 15 times about 2 years ago up there on the Oklahoma circuit. Here's the Berkshires. This will be tag 94. That'd be the leadoff red tag, and then the blue tag will be tag 97. These will be leadoff, or these will be above alls on the closing time sow. This will be a partnership sow with the Smiths. They're from Prague, Oklahoma. I don't know if you guys watched them guys here lately, but they've been on a tear on the Berkshire deal up there. This is a good set of Berks. Appreciate you guys for inviting us out.
Next in is Underdog Genetics, and another pig that's been talked about a bunch is this leadoff that's about to come in. I'll let AJ tell you about him.
I want to thank you guys for inviting us back. My leadoff's going to be tag 98. Is going to be the one Colton's on. That's going to be a wide open daddy secret. Wide open's the boar at Laird's. I pulled that one back for quite some time now. That one really, really intrigues me just for his future and growth. I don't think he's going to be a San Antonio pig, but I think we can go to OIE. We can go to those March shows, Houston, Austin, study that guy. That guy gets me going. My second one is going to be tag 99, the one that Squirrel's on. That's going to be a money line Dirty Secret. Money line's been good to us. The Dirty Secret deal, she would have passed this go time, but she would have raised Aubrey's Reserve Dark Crossbarra at Fort Worth in 24. Would have raised Daddy Secret. That's a boar at the house. On the female side, it's going to be my third rounder, which was going to be the Gilt. Litter mate to those that Aubrey would have showed. Would have raised the champion D1 at Angelo. I think that's one that you boys can take to OIE, or even if not, put back in your sow herd. That thing's bred to go the right way. But anyway, like I said, my leadoff's going to be the one Colton's on. That's going to be tag 98, then 99, and then 100 on the gilt.
Next guy in is more show stock. Blair, another guy that's just so excited to be here. He just can't keep the smile off his face. But the set of pigs he brought's real good. I like this lead awful lot. I'll let Blair tell you about him.
Thanks, Riggin, for the kind words and keeping it PG. I appreciate that. Thanks to Collin, too, and you, Matt, too, when you're clicking on all cylinders. Once again, we're going to lead off with tag 101. That's the red tag hog there in the middle. This is going to be the first pull on the set of end of July's up until the 4th of August group. We don't attend a lot of live sales, and we kind of set these back for the players. So the 101 hog, the predominantly black hog, is going to be a woke push timber. And then the next hog is going to be the second hog we sell is going to be an OTF. He's a heavy hitter timber boar that we kept out of the group, the August group last year on a push safe word sow. I target these pigs for, like around a March, April show window. So. Then the next two coming in, we're going to round out with tag 103. This is going to be the belted gilt, the chrome gilt here in the middle of the ring. She's going to be an OTF, the heavy hitter son on a never before. And then we're going to round out with the target barrel. He's going to be an OTF, once again back on a push timber sow. So once again, I thank these guys for coming. If you'd like to see them in the back, we'd be more than happy to get them out and see you there.
Next in is an old friend of mine, Matt Perkins there from Louisiana. They've assembled a good set of sows and been good friends over the years. He brings us a pair of them. I believe they're litter mates. A red tag, what is that? 105 and white tag 106. Here's Matt.
Thank you, Matt. Riggin, Collin, appreciate the invite here today. We got a set of litter mates here. They're going to be a All Out War on a Call of Duty by Lock and Key. Not a big story on the mama. It's a first year for us with her, but she was just a big masculine, stout gilt that we were excited to get into the barn, and I like what she's made so far. Our lead-off's going to be the red and white one here, just a big-footed, big-headed stout thing that we like. His litter mate 106 will be the follow-up. He's a little greener, but really come on the last couple weeks and really look forward to seeing where he's at the finish line. If you got any questions, you can meet me or the wife in the back, and we answer anything you need.
Shuffler is going to be in next and brings us a Berkshire and a real nice red one. And I believe tag 107 would be the red tag, and then 108 is a red one. Again, can't thank him enough for bringing this pair of them here, really high on them.
Well, I'm going to sound like a broken record here again, but I'm going to thank the guys, Matt, Collin, Riggin. Really appreciate y'all letting us bring a set out this weekend. Our leadoff is going to be the Berkshire Bearer. He would be a landman on a pound sand. Landman is a boar that we raised last year, which would have been a pin 1 back on Off the Chain sister. We were lucky enough to tie into that litter that Off the Chain came out of when they were set down on the chips there at Trogdon's that year, and we snagged the gilt out of there and matched her up with pin 1, and that thing made a really, really nice boar. He actually stands up at Foot Farms right now. The Red Bear, he would be a door kicker on a Paint the Picture sow. The Paint the Picture sow that he's out of was shown by Ali Villarreal last year. I don't know how many buckles and banners that one won for that little girl, but really, really good sow. Door kicker would be another home boar that we have at the house that we've taken several Durocs out to live sales this year. Have been very well received. This one actually would be a litter mate to our leadoff that Lackey buys there at Breeder's Choice a few weeks back. So if you've got any questions, talk with us in the back. We'll be glad to talk with you.
Next in is going to be Russell, an old friend of all of ours that we've had numerous of good times with. I know he brings us a pair of them, a Chester and a Spot, that are very intriguing for the breed and kind. Really, really like those two, and excited to see what Russell has to say about them.
Well, thank all three of y'all for having me back. Always enjoy this event. I don't have a beer this time to throw it on the ground, but okay, we're going to lead off with the Chester Pig. That's tag 109. He'd be a throw in hand, back on a burner phone box office. His mom is a first litter gilt. We kept like 4 of those 16 litter sows. And then it goes back to the grandma would be like a 17 litter sow that was a litter mate to Proof in the Pudding, and also a full sib to Big Screen. And then throwing hands back in his pedigree, it kind of all goes back to the same sow family. So it's kind of breath of fresh air on that top side. He is a non-pedigreed Chester. We think that thing could feed really good for Houston, Austin, or OIE. And then the Spot, that would be tag 110. He would be a Mr. Irrelevant on a Black Pearl gilt. Littermate sister to that sow would have been 4th overall Spot gilt at San Antone. We bred both of those sows the same way to Mr. Irrelevant. Sold a very nice one at the Syndicate a couple weeks ago. Held this one back for this sale, and a few of those other mates we sold off the farm. Think they got in good homes. So we very confident in both of these. Think those things will feed. Spot kind of has a little attitude every once in a while, but it should be expected. So, all right, thank y'all.
Next in is Foot Farm. They bring us 3 white ones, and I'll let Jason tell you about them.
The white tag one here will be 112. That one will be a Yorkshire appearing male. He's out of White Lie on a buckle up sow, first litter sow. White Lie's been real good for us. Lastly, I guess, siring the Champion York. Won 2 classes at State Fair, one of them being the Champion York that Not Show Pigs raised. Raised everything from the Champion York at Fort Worth here year before last. Had reserve spot at Houston. Was won shows with Burks, Chesters, whatever. Just a boar that kind of fits what you breed him to as far as color pattern, and really like this white one out of him on this first litter buckle up sow. Think that the way that one matures, being out of White Lie is going to be real competitive, real fun down the road. The gilt here has got a White Lie sow bred to Talk Dirty, a boar that we've got there at the house. It's a beat it up son that we kept this year. First litter out of that boar, really good solid litter, several gilts. Sold the boar pigs at the farm sale last weekend that were well received. 2 really nice white ones here, Yorkshire appearing ones that I think have a bright future. Next one coming in, Chester appearing male. This one will be at a blue collar at Laird's, the boar that Byers raised, back on a White Lie on Boxed Out's littermate sister. The boar that Russell talked about throwing hands, the mother of this one would be a littermate to that boar. So we got a 3/4 Chester here with a White Lie sow on the bottom side. Real intriguing pedigree. Love this pig as far as his build and design for that breed and the lack of crest that he has. But also like a neat pedigree behind that one. Real excited to see what this one does down the road.
Next in is going to be Connor, a guy I get to spend a lot of time with and certainly enjoy. He's from Arkansas and made the trip down, just recently moved back and fixing to go back to work, working on his own sow herd with his brother, and recently got engaged to Morgan over there. Everybody say hi to Morgan. Again, he brings us one, and I think high in quality, real trendy kind of barra here. Interested in hearing his pedigree and what Connor thinks about him.
All right, once again, I'd like to thank Matt, Collin, and Riggin for inviting us down and letting us bring one. This barra here is the Hits Different wide awake kingpin. There's not a lot to say about that sow. She was just one that was cheap that I bought from Jordan Leatherman. And, I mean, that tends to work out for me most of the time because the last time I did it, we had Cam's Houston barra. But the grandmother of that kingpin sow, she would have won LSU in 21, the commercial gilt show there, and she's generated a lot of dollars for Jordan over the last several litters. But we like this pig quite a bit. He's stout, hairy. I mean, the discussion me and my brothers had the past few days is this could be the best one we've ever raised. But I do want to note he does have an extra dew claw that we missed when he was on the nursery decks that we didn't get cut off, but I've sent pictures to a couple vets, and they said it should be no deal to cut off, and we will cover getting that dew claw off with you. We'll work with you on that. But once again, I'd like to thank Matt, Collin, and Riggin for letting me come down.
Next in will be Gary Todd with Todd Show Pigs, probably the hottest guy or hottest firm in the show pig industry right now for sure in the Southwest. He brings us a Poland and a spot and then a real neat crossbred that I believe is out of Wild Time, correct, Gary? Again, this guy was reserve granted at San Antonio with our crew last time, and then had granted OYE. Kind of hard to top that. And I think there's some breed potential here, banner-wise, and then this crossbred I think has a very, very high ceiling. Gary's going to tell you a little bit more about him.
Thanks, guys, for having us back. This red tag 115, the crossbred male, he's a wild time say it safe word. That wild time say it deal has been really good. It's probably been as good as anything that we've done at the house this go around. That was a dang good litter. That pig was just a little smaller and got to stick around and a little while longer than his litter mates, but he might be as good as any of them. That safe word grandma, she's put bears in the cell at Tulsa and OYE both. His mother's the first litter to gilt that had a real good show career last year. Actually, these two other ones are litter mates. They're both Poland males. They're out of the all-together board that we got at the house that came from Richie and Kyle Hicks. That board's been on a crazy run here lately, and mainly the pigs were just out of 4 sows that we had at the house. There's a lot more sows that's been bred to them since, and the pigs has been popular this go-around. All together, inner circle, new design is what they are. That inner circle sow was reserve at Coba. That new design grandma, she was reserve at Tulsa. She just threw the champion at AYE and 5th overall. She also threw the reserve at Tulsa last year that was 5th overall. We like this set quite a bit, and we appreciate y'all having us back.
Next in is going to be Caden with Hammock Show Pigs, a first-time consigner that Slim told us we needed to invite, and was sure quick to say yes. We've fed some pigs from this guy over the years, and they've done very well for us, and this pair he brings us surely should get you excited or have you paying attention. Again, Hammock Show Pigs is in the ring.
Well, thanks, guys, for having us. We're excited to be here. We're going to lead off with Tag 118, the thin belt pig. That is a one-up, tricked out. One-up's a One Truth son there at 66. His mom was a high dollar baby pig purchase from Colson. It took us a little bit to get her going. That litter is very, very good. We got a littermate male pig going to PT later on. Very excited about that one. The next pig is he'd be tag 119. He's a biggin, which biggin's an OG son we sold to Evan last year that we raised. That mom she was a grand at her county there at Tulsa County in 24, won her class at the city, ended up like 12th Dark Cross. She's been really good to us. So we like this pair a bunch. Thanks, guys, for the invite.
Next in is Slim with CNC Show Pigs, and I'm not sure if he's going to be able to put a sentence together today, given how he feels, but he brought us a pair of them, and I'll tell you, this Chester is sure exciting to look at, and the crossbred gets me excited. I got to judge that one's mother at Arkansas, 2 years ago, and I fell in love with her and was asked him multiple times through the year if she's farrowed. I know he had a high dollar brother sell there at Holy Smoke last weekend, and I would tell you this one's darn close to being that good as well. Can't thank Slim enough for the time we had last night and the pair of pigs he brought us today.
Again, thank you guys for having us out. Our red tag is our Chester male here. He's sired by the all-inclusive boar there that Levi Montgomery has from Danny Palmer there. And the mother of this pig would be a first-time gilt. We actually sold a litter mate to her here 2 years ago, Cole Phillips' crew would have purchased, and he ended his show career there at Houston, was third in class, and one that we were very, very proud of. I think a very good Chester bear that we sold there. And so again, this pig's mother would be a littermate sister to that particular bear. Again, he's an all-inclusive, perfect game. The white tag 121, is a wild time, quite frankly, kingpin, and as Matt alluded to earlier, that the mother of that pig would have been Foster's Grand Gilt at Arkansas State Fair. We would have had a really, really good weekend last weekend with his litter mates. We had a $20,000 one there at Holy Smoke, and then the champion male at the Cobra Breeders Showcase would have been out of that litter too. But again, he's sired by Wild Time. Again, the red tag 120 Chester, the white tag 121.
Next in is Justin and with Day Show Pigs, and one of my oldest friends in the pig deal, and a guy I rely on quite a bit on a weekly basis. And he's assembled one heck of a set of sows. And man, I was excited when we went by there last weekend looking at these things, and stopped in at his house and showed us what he had set aside for PT and our sale. And they get here and still look just how they did back at the farm, and maybe a notch better. Real high on them, got great sows back at them. Justin's going to tell you pedigrees and everything else.
Thank you, Matt. So we're going to lead off with the red tagged 122, the chromed up bear there in the center of the ring. That one's fun for me to talk about because everything about him goes back to my stuff. His dad is Daybreak, which is the boar there at Todd Stevenson's. Would have sold at King's last year, be a wide awake daylight in-game. That in-game sow is basically the reason we're still raising pigs, what she's done for our program. And then the mama, I've also raised the mama, raised her grandma, or raised her mom and her grandma, and those sows have been tremendous generators. Raised the light cross champion at Tulsa way back in 22, and that same sow raised the reserve York at AYE yesterday. So, I mean, that's a 5-year-old sow that's still getting it done. Would be the grandma of our leadoff. We're high on that guy. The guys really liked him at home. He was still eating with his mates and on a self-feeder, and we brought him down here, clipped him up, and he's not one to eat very good, but I like the things that one brings to the table. The bigger male will be our round 2, the white tag 123. That is a Kong buckle up, my intention kingpin. That one's mother would be a litter mate to the boar strapped in that Levi Montgomery bought for me a year ago. She'd also be a mate to the 4th and 8th overall cross bearers at Tulsa a year ago. And then I think the 3rd overall D1 gilt, and then another gilt went on to be 9th overall at Phoenix last year out of that litter. This is her first time through the crate. Been very high on these Kong pigs out of her. And both these males are cut. We castrated them, ready to roll for you. Look forward to talking to anybody about them in the back. I want to thank the guys, Collin, Matt, and Riggin. They get a lot of credit. Those guys, I'm glad they had the idea to have a pig sale. And then I'm glad their wives and all these great kids show up and do all the work so they can stand around and talk to us. So thank you to everybody.
Well put, well put.
Next in, my buddy Colton Mullins, a kid that's up and coming and got a few sows and still trying to juggle his college career and raising pigs. And he reached out a long time ago and sent me a video of a pair of these on the crates and was excited about them, get them here, and I think he should be excited. A real good pair of them. I can't wait to hear what Colton has to say about them.
Well, first off, I'd like to thank Matt, Riggin, and Collin for allowing me to come out again. And we brought a pair of mates to you. They'd be Let's Go, Slow Hands, Say When. That Let's Go board would be a Trick Daddy, quite frankly, that Boble raised. That was housed at 66 for a while, and then he sold them. Mother of these would have been one that I showed, and honestly didn't get beat very many, hardly anywhere. And if she did get beat, it was by her brother or so. And then went to elite and got fourth overall or fourth in her class, and pulled aside every mate sister to these because we think the litter was really deep. And honestly, if that Belton male was born a year ago, he probably wouldn't be here, and he'd be on feed for me for my senior year. But decided I'd offer him up, and hope y'all enjoy him as much as I do. Thank you.
Next in is going to be TJ Harney with TH3 Genetics, a guy who lives close there to me and Collin, and does a real good job of helping families feed and get along. These pigs typically are real shaggy and big-legged and big-backed when they get big, and that's just the kind of pig that TJ likes and tries to make. He brings us a pair of them. He's going to tell us a little more about pedigrees on them.
Thank you again, guys, for having us. We enjoyed this sale, and like Dave said, seeing all these kids involved making a big deal. That's the next generation, so thank you, guys. We're going to lead off with the red tag. That's going to be a picture, we call him PF. It's a picture frame, back on a buckle up. Litter mate, Riggin bought last spring. That was a first year gilt there that had them. I think that they did pretty good. Backs up to one of our key sows we call Callie at our place. They are look younger, whatever. I like the little guy a lot. He just needs a little bit more time. The other one is going to be the same. He's going to be a PF as well, back on a Moyer. That is a direct back slap, dirty punch 77.4 from Ben. That sow has done us a really good job over the last couple of years. Once again, if you have anything, get with us in the back, and we appreciate you guys having us.
Next in is Sugar Shane Swinhagen with Rival. Him and Tato made the trip down with the boys, and he showed up a little late last night, but let us know when he got here. When we rolled these two pigs off the trailer, get you excited. A pair of them out of some real good sows and good bloodlines, and then got great boars on top of them. These pigs feed good for us. They have for years. I'm excited to have Shane and this pair of them here. He's going to tell you a little more details about how they're bred and what he thinks about them.
Hey, thank you guys for having us again. We brought a pair of them. We'll lead off with the one with the red tag. Will be lot 128. That one will be a one-way. Here I am, Wags, reroute Pretty Girl. If y'all follow my program back in the day, Pretty Girl did a lot for us. This is only second litter for this sow. Don't have no big stories about her yet, but I do like this pig a whole lot. I think it's the kind that feed out of my place. I think that's a very, very neat pig. And then this other belted one here, lot 129, will be a buckle up. No stranger, Giselle. That grandma on that deal, Riggin and them showed, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. Had a ton of success with them. This is just her second litter. I like these two a great deal. Y'all decide which one you like better, but like I say, I like them both. I think they'll feed well. Thanks again. Again, lot 128 and 129.
That ends the preview, and we got through them pretty quick. We're going to have supper ready here tonight at 5:30. We're going to eat at 5:30 and run these things back through. We won't talk them on this next preview. We're just going to blaze them through here real quick, and then as soon as we get them through, we'll start the sale right around 7:30. So we're done for a while. Be back here 5:30. We'll have a little supper, and we'll get rolling and try to get y'all some pigs out of here and headed home.